Hey everybody! Welcome back to another episode of Nomi Factory GTCEu Hard Mode. Alright, so today, episode 14. I got some things I want to do. Last episode, I believe I was about to get into energetic alloy after having gotten the pyroless oven over here. Let's see. I did do some things off camera. I mainly got some glue production going. This, of course, being used mostly for, well, solely for A, I guess making conduit binder, or B, books, pistons, sticky piston. That's weird. I guess fluid pipes, but I don't think we're going to be needing these for very long. Resistors mainly. That's the big thing we want. Cheaper resistors in that case. And I guess the boards here. Wooden planks, you say? Although, wait, is that the only way to make these? Well, I guess they are made. They are only useful for the. Oh no, there we go. So yeah, the integrated logic circuits, the next tier of circuits that we're going to be making do require these boards. So yeah, I guess glue is going to be essential. Hold on, glue, polyethylene. Well, glue will be good for a while, and then once we get the polyethylene, which I think relatively soon, and we won't really need all that much of glue. What is this like? So we need wood pulp into wood plank, right? So wood pulp, I'd imagine, is pulverized. Right? Yeah, it looks like it. Cutting saw, centrifuge, although that's a partial chance. It looks like lathe can do it too. Anyway, not to get too stuck up on that. I did also go and do some more mining off camera for a few different types of resources. I'll get to that shortly. Over here, however, I want to pay attention to the mixer. I went ahead and got us some energetic alloy dust. I went into the nether, got some glowstone, and I put gold dust in here, which is depleted. And now we have the energetic alloy dust. No question for that? Okay. All right, so if we want to process this, we're going to need to toss it into the blast furnace. And because we don't have the nitrogen route yet, we're just going to toss it in raw dog with a circuit. And that should be 20 seconds at 48,000 EU. Shouldn't be too terrible, but that is about 192,000 RF per tick, or 192,000 RF per one ingot. So we'll only get about a few ingots out before the battery dies. Okay, maybe not. We are generating it, generating power faster than we are depleting it, so that should be fine. That's gonna take some time, of course. But there we go. Our first energetic alloy ingot. Okay. Now, I do want to get eventually into making better conduits down here, and then vibrant alloy, as well as the infinite water. That'll be able to free up a lot of space with the... Well, I'll probably still use the pipes, but I won't have to worry about that big miner over there, or that big boy over there. Okay, so dark steel. I want to get this too. I want to get Granted Infinity. The flint and steel is going to require some steel here. Okay, not too terrible. Oh yeah, so the circuit assembler is another thing that I want to get into. The emitter leads into this quest, of course. But also, Gallium Arsenide. It's funny because I don't remember having to make this early game. I believe in the last season, this was made later on. Or maybe I'm thinking of arsenic, or no. I'm pretty sure this was used in some form in the last season, but now we have to make it early on. Initial circuit components are a bit more difficult in CEU, and you need arsenic in addition to gallium. And then it goes on to tell us that we need sphalerite for gallium, crushed bauxite in the bath. This requires sodium persulfate. Obtain it as a byproduct of sphalerite ore processing in the thermal centrifuge or centrifuge. All right, so for arsenic, we must centrifuge real gar, or more involvedly, flash smelt cobaltite dust in the EBF, and electrolyze the resultant arsenic trioxide. And then we gotta mix it all together. Okay, so the arsenic was centrifuged right from cobaltite? Wait, hold on. Oh, real gar. Okay. Right, so I did go and get some real gar as well. Where did I think I moved it around somewhere? Where did I put it? Give me a second here. Oh, here we go. All right, so I do have the real gar. And then I swear I had sphalerite. There we go. Okay, so the arsenic, the real gar, we'll centrifuge for the arsenic, and we get sulfur, which is pretty cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that up in there. And that will start to give us the arsenic. And then for the sphalerite, I'm wondering if it's gonna give us, okay, no O2. But we do get sulfur, gallium, and zinc. I swear I have a bunch of gallium from byproducts. Let me go check that out. Do I not have gallium? Okay. Oh, well, I have gallium. Yeah. Okay, I do have gallium dust. Gotcha. It just was in the tiny piles. Okay. So let's grab some of the arsenic here, and then we have to mix it if I'm not wrong. Bada boom, bada boom. Wait, did I? Gallium arsenide. Oh, circuit, okay. Alright, so I'm going to go bum a circuit from one of my chests. Oh, right here. Okay. Come back over here to the mixer. Bing, bada boom. And this will be something I'll be doing off camera. I'll be processing all the rest of this gallium and arsenic into gallium arsenide. Okay. Complete. Alright, so diodes and buells, or buells, I can never say that word properly. Oh yeah, so there's this quest up here. Sodium persulfate and iron 3 chloride are used to make cheaper good circuit boards, as it cuts the silver amount by a factor of 4. They are also required to make plastic circuit boards. Making sodium persulfate will yield hydrochloric acid as a co-product, which you may use to make iron 3 chloride. This should be the best approach right now, but the decision is entirely yours. With more automation later in the game, iron 3 chloride will be cheaper and more straightforward. Sodium persulfate can be used in ore processing in the bath. Okay. So for that, we need its dust, and that's from sodium hydroxide and sulfuric dust. Salt, sulfuric, oh boy. A lot of stuff going on there. That is made from a byproduct of in a blast furnace with salt and vanadium magnetite. Okay, we'll look into that shortly. Meanwhile, phenolic substrates are need to be turned into circuit boards with silver before being usable in circuit production. Sodium persulfate and iron 3 chloride are troublesome to get right now, but using them in circuit boards will reduce the silver. Okay. Sodium persulfate and iron 3 chloride. So yeah, we wanted to go this route. We need sodium hydroxide or salt with sulfuric acid. Both seem about the same, except one gives water, one gives hydrochloric acid. I think this is going to be the more ideal method. So in that vein, I'm going to need a reactor. Chemical reactor. Oh boy. Blast furnace. Wait, hold on. Blast furnace. Chemical reactor distillery. So we're gonna have to make sulfuric acid a different way, then I see. So the sulfuric trioxide, and that's oh god, what is this? There's gotta be a method of making sulfuric acid I'm just not seeing right now. Let me try something here. Sulfuric, sulfur. There's a smelter, there's a chemical reactor. Large chemical reactor at that. Chemical reactor. Oh, okay, here we go. Sulfur dust and hydrogen equals hydrogen. No. Wait. I mean, that's one way. Just making sure here. Reactor. All right, well, I might need to get myself a reactor then and get my hands on some hydrogen, which in that case, sodium dust, methanol, I don't have that. Propane. Auxiliary electrolyzer. Oh boy, okay. Let me just pause here. Let me try to figure out some things out. Well, actually, back up. Diodes, let's see. So we can make this too, but I do want to get the circuit assembler as well. But I do need diodes. So, that's polyethylene, glass, polyethylene, polyethylene, glass. So I guess we could melt down glass for this. Oh, it looks like we only need the small piles of arsenide dust. That's pretty nice. Okay. So what's with the... Okay, I'm gonna need to get a tank then and store some of that stuff. There's a lot more involved in this pack than... or the game than I, bargained for. Tell you that much. Just put some stuff. No, not that one. Started putting stuff in a different barrel. I guess. This one will do fine. Okay. So we're gonna need some glass. And I don't think this will work, but let's find out. Okay, it does work. Sweet. All right, so there's the glass in there. We have the gallium arsenide right here. We'll break that. Oh, we need I guess a big workbench. Okay. And we need to define copper wires, so let's grab a couple of these. I mean, do we really need that many diodes right now? I don't think so. But honestly, the more the better, right? Oh yeah, the wire mill, so let's pop that in there. Oh, wait, you know what? Speaking of copper wire, I should have already copper wire. There we go. Let's clip that down a little bit. So yeah, we'd like to get the circuit assembler going today. And I think we can do that. I'll just probably do a little bit of cut and prepare the materials for it and come back on camera to take care of that. The circuit assembler is going to take soldering alloy, which reminds me. I made some of that as well. All right, so pop this in there, and we need a circuit, don't we? Or no, that's the wrong machine. Fine copper. Wait, excuse me? Wait, did I turn this into the wrong... I think I probably did turn it into the wrong size. There we go. That should be the right one. There we go. Oh man, that's gonna take a while. Let's go ahead and mark that for later. Small pile and fine copper wire is about 20 seconds. How's the energetic alloy coming along? Oh, there we go. Okay, let me get my calculator out here because I kind of started to figure this out the other day. I need about 16 of the earlier tier and about 32 wire. So that's about 16 energetic alloy. This way I can, I'm gonna get the cable, or get the wires here, go to the assembler, and hopefully be able to pop in the conduit and the binder to make the next tier. I will have to go down here and tear this out. Although I could probably get away with taking out this part of the conduit and working in reverse. There we go. A diode. They didn't get many of those, I'll tell you that much. Alright. Back. So we can get into this quest. And we can probably just make this the basic way for the time being, with silver wire and the phenolic substrates. But I welcome any helpful tips on that front, on how to go about making the chemicals the right way and the easy way. So I did make some phenolic substrates off camera. It kind of leads to my next point with the phenol. So the board that we make from the wood and the resin, plus the phenol from the pyrolysis oven, will give us the phenolic substrate. Okay, so with that in mind, let's grab some silver. Oh, go ahead and put that back in there. Looks like the the energetic alloy wire is a superconductor as well. Very nice, not having to worry about rubber covering. I wonder though if we have to do that for later. Yeah. Well, I mean, we got to make covered cables either way for certain machines, but it's not as a nuisance as it was in the other pack. Okay. So that will cook up. Now with that quest, that should open up this, and we should be able to make this, which is just the basic circuits that we were doing before: copper wire, the board, diodes, and a plate. However, if we make in the circuit assembler, we only need 4 items. We don't need the diodes or the steel. But we are going to still need... Oh, so we can do the red circuits or the integrated circuits, which... Wow. So yeah, that's going to be a little bit trickier. I mean, not crazily trickier, but it'll be cheaper in the long run to make these, I think. Plus you get 2 of them. Okay, anyway, getting distracted. Let's go ahead and pop these together. Bada boom. I'm just gonna go ahead and bloop. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead now. I'm gonna cut here. I'm gonna go ahead and make this. It's just gonna be 2 circuits, some brass, some quartzite, and some cable. And then with that, go back. We'll make this, which would be the 2 conveyors, robot arm, 2 circuits, a hole, and cables. All right, I will be back in a sec, and we will take care of this. All right, everybody, we are back. So I went ahead and made 2 more machines. I made an extractor, but I also got all the ingredients here to make the circuit assembler. All right. Probably gonna just go put this right here. It's gonna look like the same as the assembler, but whatever. Okay, so we're gonna put that there. And is that hooked up? Good, it should be. Okay, so that is all connected. Now we're gonna need soldering alloy in here, if I'm not mistaken. So let's see, back to the quest here. Oh goodness, are we gonna need wafers already? Well, for those we will. But look at here, circuit assembler. Yeah, okay, so that we can get that recipe in there. So just gonna change the oops. Edit. There we go. So we're gonna want to be using soldering alloy. We use less of it. And I believe, well, soldering alloy has been changed in this pack. Now it's gonna come from antimony, lead, and tin. So it's less tin. Sorry about that. We supplement with lead and antimony. So before, I believe it was like 9 and 1 of tin and antimony, but now it's less tin. But we also get 10 dust still. So we're gonna get that saved. Okay. What was I looking at? Oh, did it not save? The heck. Okay, weird. I didn't save it. Weird. Wait, what? Is there not? Hold on. There we go. Okay, it was weird. It wasn't letting me integrate it into this calculator mod. So we're gonna need 2 of these circuits. Save. And we're gonna go diode, of course. We can't make the SMDs yet. Save. Okay. Save that. I'm pretty sure I guess I didn't make it into the calculator just yet. And then we want to change the resistor recipe. It should be down here somewhere. There it is. And so coal dust, carbon dust, charcoal dust. Let's just go with coal dust. Okay. And the resistor is going to come from the assembler. I might need to make another assembler off camera just for this. A dedicated assembler. Right. So from here, we're going to want to get into buells. A hefty amount of silicon dust and a pinch of gallium arsenide cooked in an EBF will net you a silicon buell. The starting point for circuit wafers. Make sure your power system is up to the task. These take 7.5 minutes and 1,000,000 EU. Oh boy. So we're gonna need a lot more power. Speaking of power, oh right, the energetic alloy wire. Okay, here it is, right here. So I want to get some binders. So I'm gonna go ahead and put away some stuff here. And I'm out of resources or out of space. Just put that in here for now. So we're gonna need some binder. Boom, boom. And where the heck did I put that stupid wrench? Oh, it's in my inventory. Okay. So if I'm not mistaken, I'm gonna need about 16 conduits here. Boom, boom, boom. That should be enough. And then we'll go over here, pull this out, put that in there, and bada boom. We're gonna get more conduits this way. I believe it's an extra conduit, yep. But still, can't beat that. So this should give us 64 conduits when this is all said and done. Now, the great thing about these conduits is that they can be replaced rather easily. all you have to do is right-click the old conduit with the new one. And I'm pretty sure this only works one way. Old, or weaker to stronger. Oh. Oh, that's weird. The other conduit didn't get put in there. Okay, that should be enough for now. Let me try and hook this up. Alright, so, as you can see, I'm not going to connect, but if I right-click, like that, it's going to get connected. And there we go. And we might, I don't think we're going to have just enough. We might need to go grab some extra. And because of this exchange, we're going to have leftover conduits for making other upgraded conduits for the future. Now, I'm probably going to want to make another set of banks here, maybe like 3 more banks. That will give us 4 million collective RF. So what was the... How much is that going to set me back? Now, I am going to have to go and get some more steel off camera because I ran out. So that goes there. I mean, all in all, that's not terrible. Shouldn't that be in a recipe? It should be. Oh, okay, weird. Yeah, steel, some obsidian, iron. That shouldn't be too terrible, but I'll go ahead and do that off camera. Okay, so... Can I even dream about making this right now? Like I said, it's going to need 1 million EU for 1, which is 4 million RF. But it's also going to take about 30 RF per tick. Or no, is that 480 RF per tick? I think it's 480 RF per tick, yeah. So 480 RF per tick, which we're generating quite a bit. I think it's like 32 times 6 times 4. Yeah, we're generating 768 RF per tick, so we should be fine just to let it run. What the heck is going on here? Okay. Why isn't this... Okay, so I did end up kind of filling with the pipes here, broke them, tried to replace them, tried to have the vacuum chest just insert right into the chest itself, but unfortunately it was going way too slow and it wasn't feeding my drawer with enough sugarcane. I'll have to fix that off camera. I'll have to figure out how I put that originally and put it back to what it was. Okay, so let me see if I can just like start this craft. So that's going to be a small pile and then a half stack of silicon. It's going to be the output up there. I did get some steel there. Is the fuel going to cost anything circuit-wise? No. So boom and boom. It turned on rather menacingly. Wait a minute. Silicon. Oh shit, that's gonna make an ingot. Okay, I need to go grab another silicon dust. And we'll probably see about wrapping this episode up because it is getting that time. There we go. Is that still going? Yeah, it takes about 47 seconds. Holy crap. Okay. That's an ingot. Now, that kind of makes me wonder, how is silicon going to be this bad going forward? Looks like it has to be blast furnace. Oh boy. But there is this method which... Carbon and silicon dioxide. Whew. Alright, there's a lot I'm going to have to get used to in this pack. Okay, so that looks to be running. So I think we should be fine to let this just run. It shouldn't drain too much power. We'll have to eventually upgrade the turbines, I'm sure, when we get to MV. We still kind of do need to get to MV. That being said, there is this sifter quest. We're going to be needing this for some MV stuff, like the emitter here. We're going to need emeralds, as it says here, for the NV emitter and sensor components. So the gravel can become flint with extra chances for flint, looks like. Certus can become all of this stuff. So there's a lot of recipes here that I'm sure we'll be getting the hang of very soon. And beyond that, yeah, so we'll get the buell, we get the wafer, cutting machine to cut the wafers into to cut the, yeah, I guess the wafers into the finished product. And the circuit will come from, yeah, so the circuit wafer made with a ruby lens with the silicon wafer. There we go. And that is going to require a medium voltage machine, the laser engraver. Oof. Okay. Oh, so we're going to need to get the sifter really quickly, honestly, looks like. Oop, what was I looking at? Not that. Yeah, so sifter. Oh boy, I'm going to go farm some emeralds. So, you know, I might go farm emeralds off camera. Okay, crap, I got to end this episode. So, yeah, I hope you did enjoy. Please leave a like or comment down below, and I'll see you all in the next one. Ta-ta for now.